All right, we are live. We are on the air. Crystal Lake Fridays. We are back. Here we are. Mr. Matthews and OG are here off the top. We've been talking about PlayStation 5 rumors. Sony's not been in my good books of late, and if these rumors are true, they're gonna stay there. But it would have to be like the most epic console ever made at even the $700 to $800 range. That is just insane. That is just too much. And what would be the launch titles? What's going to be the launch title? Destiny 3? I don't think so. It's not going to... Destiny 3 is not going to cut it. Nem says that I won't even consider it until launch. All launch consoles are worked out for the bugs. Exactly. Like I said, biggest day 2 patch of all time. That's what it's going to be. You basically have to re-download the entire operating software for the console the second day. OG's gotta make a drink. And he'll be back. GTA 5? What? That's the launch title? A PS5 version of GTA 5. Haven't we been playing GTA 5 for like 6 years now? Wasn't it released in like 2000? I want to say 2014, maybe even 2013. GTA 5. Like, if you're gonna go GTA 5, give us a remake of the first, after 3, maybe from 3, not the first 2, from 3 on. Give me a Vice City San Andreas HD remake. Sony, I'm talking to you. San Andreas and Vice City HD remake on the PS5, and then I might consider it. Yeah, since the PS3, I thought so. I'm sure it was like 2013 that game came out. They've been patching it forever. Man, I thought I was playing a game that had no future. They're remaking Dark Souls, though. But they already did. That happened. They remade it, and it was kind of like, oh, from the ground up. Okay. Because the remake, I saw some video on it. Because I am a Souls player, not a hardcore PvP guy, but I've gotten a lot better since the series debuted at the games. And I wasn't too impressed. I still haven't bought it. It was like 50% off the other day on the Switch, and I still haven't bought it. That's what I'll get, though. When it's on, like, crazy deal. It's surprising, though, because I thought From was done. From pretty much said that they were done with the Souls, and that's the way they made that Sekiro game, Shadows Die Twice. I haven't played that yet. Mr. Matthews says, and there's an RE8 trailer. Mega will for sure be talking about it. Oh, okay. Resident Evil 8. There's another game that they could launch with it. Are they going to have another version of Apex Legends? Fortnite? Fortnite for the PS5? How's about... Is that game still alive? Did Apex kill it? I haven't even really paid attention. And we're still searching for dedicated servers. I was having this problem the other day on the PlayStation. I was playing it yesterday. Waiting forever for a server to come up. And now we wait. Again. This is why I always start with offline bots. All the good games are coming out in 21. Gotcha. So is the system coming out into this year? Sorry, chat. It's like way too early for you. Deborah, you're going in. But I need to try to roll some perks again. I need the stamina buff. Come on, stamina buff. Yeah, that is a stamina buff, but not the one that I need. Come on, epic marathon. No luck. Says I don't pay attention to new games. I don't know. I started playing Apex when it first launched with a buddy, and I was playing a bit of Fortnite when it first launched as well. But I didn't go too far into it. I think I bailed when they started adding planes, when they had vehicles. That's when I stopped playing. I'm just going to be right back. I'm just going to roll over here. I forgot to turn the fan on. It's been a little bit cooler here this week. But not crazy cool. Mr. I, we are in here. We are. And I'm waiting for a game to get going. How are you doing? M says, I think it looks pretty cool, though. Pretty sharp looking console. Yeah, the images I saw look pretty good. Pretty good. Looks. I don't know if I'm going to pay to have that. Wow. It's the 12th. It's Friday the 12th. Where is everybody? Let's go. Come on. Friday the 13th fan base. Where are you? Nobody playing until the patch drops on Monday. So yeah, this game has a patch coming out on Monday. They're rebalancing a bunch of stuff. Unfortunately, they're taking the glitch away where Jason can walk in the cars. I think we had that last week a couple times where I could stop the car just by walking through it. There was also a glitch that Jason could throw a knife at the car and it would destroy it. That unfortunately will be gone. But they are reducing some capabilities on counselors being able to take the mask off quickly, even if they are buffed up. They're going to beef Jason up a bit, which is good news to me. Not so good to people who want to see me rage after I get killed. Rage quit. But, hey. Mr. I says he's relaxing on a Friday night with my air on. Way to do it. Mr. Matthews says, everyone is watching PS5 reaction videos. I don't want to play Friday the 13th. I want to watch reaction videos on PS5. And OG says he made some tea. What type of tea, man? What are you rocking? The fan's just not cutting it. That's better. Mr. Matthews says, did you make the tea Irish? Okay, we're going to bail, I think, and we'll go do a bot run and wait for more people to come on, because that's not happening. We'll get in there. OG said, sounds cool. That will help the game. It should. It should. We've been begging, the fan base has been begging for it for a while. I understand you don't want to nerf counselors that have really worked hard and played the game a lot to get the perks, but it's still way too easy. Way too easy. And if it affects newer players, I don't care. I understand they don't want to unbalance it that much because it might have people not want to play the game, but meh. Mr. I says, I really wanted to get some rum to go with the Coca-Cola I picked up today. I'm not drinking, though. Gotcha. OG says just black tea right now. Not yet. Maybe later in the evening. It'll get a little Irish. Sorry, I gotta practice running with the bots, and then we'll find some people to play with. Mr. I said I had a really good turkey hoagie that I grabbed in a whim from my local shop. It's so good. I also got some of those Beyond sausages. Oh, nice. Is that like the Beyond Meat Burger where it's like pea protein? I've had some of that stuff. It's actually not the worst. Inti, what's going on, man? He says, hello, how are you all? I'm good. Hope you're doing well. We're here. We're just doing a bot run because I got in a room for about 5 minutes and there was literally no one in it. Oh. Somebody over at this car right now trying to put gas in. Is that what's going on here? Do we have AJ? No, it's Vanessa. That was AJ's voice, though. Don't try to tell me it wasn't. OG says pork chop and corn on the cob for me tonight. Nice. Very nice.
Please no.
I can't get a kill. Yeah. Oh. Somebody else is here.
Kill for mother.
That's AJ. I knew I thought I heard her. Maybe she was already here and ran away. Really? Stealth already? They're still in there. At least I saw flashlights. And sound. Yeah, they're going out. Maybe somebody jumped in here. Nope. Can't be that lucky. Says, corn on the cobs, especially with butter and some Cajun seasoning. Nice. That sounds good. Mr. Rice says pork chops used to be my jam. With some hot sauce. Oh, yeah. Pork chops are good. Air fried chops with A1. OG, very nice. A1's good. I also like HP sauce, like the British. Our European crowd would know that. Mr. I said I knew a friend that would put ketchup on his pork chops. What the heck is this Chad doing? I had a buddy as a kid that used to eat ketchup on onions all the time. But hey, to each their own. Somebody's at the car trying to put gas in.
They deserve to die. Make them suffer like we did.
Yeah, it's AJ again, and I'm shifting into a rock. Ah, Victoria. Heinz 57, that's good, man. Heinz 57 is good stuff. Come here, Victoria. OG, what's going on? I mean, the Cub. Cub, OG is talking about the sauce. Cub is in the house. You're doing well. How many pocket knives can these damn bots have? 2 each, 3 each, 4 each.
Cannot die. You can never die.
Unlimited. Limitless pocket knives. Whoa. Cub is actually streaming tomorrow with The Rant. With my buddy The Rant, and I think Flipped Out, possibly. And Shellback. I don't know, he's streaming tomorrow over on The Rant's channel. Talking some Star Wars, I believe.
That's my boy.
Mr. I says, man, I love to eat. Food is just awesome. It really is, man. I could talk about food all night long. And Cub is drunk. Hashtag. That's a little Mitch action going on there. Whoop. Kind of turned right on that grab. Nope. Yeah. Running for it. Let's head over to the cabin. See if that's actually somebody or if somebody just left the radio on. That is the radio. Maybe not. No. I heard somebody. Where is this person? There they are. Is that Bugsy? No, it's Tommy. Come here, Tommy. Really? Don't go out that window, Tommy. Don't go out that... Oh. You did exactly what I told you not to do, Tom. Oh, there's Mitch again. Give me that shift. And pocket knife. God damn it. Cub says I was thrown out of a pub because I refused to wear a mask.
Cannot die. You can never die.
Pub's even open? Not over here as of yet. Oh, Mitch stepped out again, I think. Oh, get out of here. It's like I'm playing an actual player. This isn't fun. Oh, she says drink cheaper at home. Exactly. Damn it. No, I'm not getting dummied by Mitch. Mitch knocked me down with a frying pan. Give me that friggin' patch now.
You can never die.
I think the guy has a strength of 2.
Please, anyone!
Oh my god. This is ridiculous. Inti says, anyone tempted to visit that new country in Seattle, the newly founded Republic of Chaz? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that, man. Somebody's trying to repair the phone right now.
Don't stop, Jason.
All that stuff is like really crazy.
Make them suffer like we did. Jason, my boy. Do you know what you did? No matter what you do, you cannot die. You can never die.
Em says, I'm really having difficulty getting the hang of the multiple axe chops to bring down the door. Once you're like in the center of the target, you'll get used to it. Once you get used to the center of the target, I mean, you'll become more accustomed. It was like that for a while, and it's still not ever accurate. Sometimes you're off. You just gotta be like dead on with it. Mr. I says drinking Corona while getting infected with Corona. And NT says it reminds me of early Family Guy in the country of Pretoria. Country of Pretoria. That's old school, man. But I do remember that as well. Where are you going, Tiffany? You missed me. Come here, Tiff.
They want to hurt
Oh, pocket knife. OG and Mr. I says nice throw. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody's coming behind me. I think that's Tommy. Tiffany's just jumping in and out of the window at this point. Even though the door is knocked open. Whoops. I came out of it too late because she got frozen by fear. Really? I had the thing after.
Yes. Kill for mother.
I had the icon to kill. Stress says I wear my mask in every store. I do when I go to like Walmart and stuff like that. Mr. Matthews says tons of restaurants open now. The staff all wear masks, but the patrons obviously don't. What's the point anymore? Really? And with all these protests, going on, there was a protest here today in my city of Hamilton for George Floyd and for Black Lives Matter. So social distancing was so first quarter 2020. It's all over, guys. No need to social distance anymore. We can just go back. Mr. I says he won't be making the virus's real videos. Well, that's the thing. A lot of people are just using it as a vehicle to get clicks, to get views and attention. Much like a lot of YouTubers that continually talk about Corona, whether it be a conspiracy or a real thing. A lot of YouTubers just do it for clicks. They don't care either way. They're just looking for traction. I'm calling it like it is. I brought full Peter to YouTube now.
Hunt them
So
down and make them pay.
I'll call BS out on both sides when I see it. But also, like I said, these protests are never ending. And these are the same people that told us if we'd go outside, we'd be like sacrificing our firstborn child and our grandparents. But now they're outside totally doing the exact opposite of what we were just told to do a couple months ago. So, the hypocrisy is real on all sides of the globe, unfortunately.
They want to hurt you, Jason. Don't let them.
So you can't also tell me that people that talk about it, other than actually do anything about it, but people just talking about it, think it has some altruistic sense of what they're doing, because it's not. I'm sorry, but it's not. And he says poorly sealed masks won't do anything, like they said in Fight Club.
That's my
In the emergency procedure at 10,000 feet, it's the illusion of safety. Really, Auntie, it is. It really is. Mr. Matthews says the news is still desperately trying to keep us afraid, though. I'll play along. I'll play along to get along. I'll wear a mask if you want me to. Whatever. And it annoys you how quickly I'm getting used to it. Well, there's a level of conditioning, but there's also you just never forget about it. I'm there as well. I'm in that boat. It's not something that I'm ever going to forget about. OG says most of that riot stuff is up in North and Yankee land. Well, we've got our protests over here as well, OG, that's for sure. Hold on, I think I got kicked. Oh, it was an offline match. And he says he's baffled how they're letting those people in Seattle pretty much create a phantom government. They're insane. But they're also making their own prisons, man. It's like they're moving fences, blocking off areas. They're making their own ghettos. Sorry for the term. I apologize if it's inappropriate, but that's what they're doing. OG says master individual choice. I don't judge. Exactly. Some people, I agree, are sheep. And then some people are doing it because they're actually legitimately concerned. Because they may not know. Or they believe it's real. It's all personal opinion. Mr. Matthews hits it on. It's an insane world. It is. It really is. From top to bottom. Top to bottom. Mr. I says they are protesting all over the world. People are tired of being targeted due to their skin tone. Which I'm 100% in agreement with. That should never happen. But what I don't agree with is if it's one group of people being told they have to continue to follow the coronavirus pandemic practices, but it's okay for other people not to. I'm not okay with that. Or you just lift it for everybody. It's one or the other. You can't have it halfway. I don't know who those guys were talking to. And he says the leadership is so weak they hand over the keys to the asylum patients. Pretty much. Pretty much. OG, you hit it. It's just as much class, man. Or they're trying to not make it as much about class. They're trying to take it away from that. Cub says you're the reason why humans don't survive. I'm ashamed. I'm not sure who he's directing that to. But like I said, the people on YouTube who talk about it don't know the whole thing either. Neither did the World Health Organization. I've said it many times and I'll say it again. The great equalizer is that we all don't know what we're talking about. We're just here to chill. And people take advantage of other people. That's the worst thing about it. But no one's an expert. We're human beings, and we're flawed. All right, let's do it. Mr. Matthews, Rez? Oh yeah, Rez! We've got Rez rocking tonight. And that's why I don't talk about it very much. Like, I'll talk about it on my channel, like in an open discussion, but I'm not going to make videos about it, or I'm not going to have streams about it, because I'm not an expert on anything. I like to talk about horror, but horror is just, it's not a real thing. Mr. Matthews says Cub's drunk and he's talking to everybody. And OG says, probably me, I'm going to destroy humanity for sure. Sounds good. NT says it took 3 days to turn into Mad Max's Bartertown. In another week we'll have Thunderdome. 2 men enter, 1 soy boy leaves. Well, so there's definitely a large quantity of those around today, that's for sure. See them all the time. OG says I want Mad Max's car. Exactly. Set that up with the nitro. Come on, Rez. Let's go. NNT says the Interceptor is my favorite movie car. I think we've talked about this before, the Mad Max thing. I remember watching... I didn't see the Australian one until I was like a teenager. Like the Australian dub. As a kid, I always watched the American movie, and I was like, okay. We're not going to go that way. We've got a Jason inbound. OG says the opening scene to Mad Max is awesome. Yes, it really is. With the Knight Rider. Alright, I think he's gone. Cub says, thanks, I can still speak out my mind, Peter, my last true friend on YouTube. Yeah, man. Like I said, this channel is open. Whether or not people agree with what other people say, that's not what this is about. It's an open discourse. Everybody has their own opinion, so no worries about that, man. That's the most important thing that we can't lose. Like, whether or not you believe in what's going on, or believe everything that's happened to date, or believe anything, it's discourse. We have to be able to talk about it. But once you can't, then that becomes a problem. Inti says, but a V8 engine would be the worst choice in a world with scarce fuel. Really, but it was good at the time. It's good at the time. I guess in the first one they were heading towards that, but it wasn't quite a thing. But you're right. It looked cool. It was a very 80s choice. Let's just put it that way. Mr. Matthews says, great. Greg, you think Pete would have gotten all fired up in the Star Trek debate? I don't know. I probably would have. It's just been a salty week, man. Like I said, these protests have been, the protests I'm completely okay with, but the cities shutting down and defunding the police, that's a little too much. And there's a lot of other things, man. I've been salty this week. So yeah, I'd be pretty ornery in a debate right now. Pretty ornery. Mr. Rice says America has been a dump. Everything that is happening now is just revealing the many issues in this country. America is a third world country wearing a Gucci belt. I can see where you're coming from on that, but I think there's still hope, man. I think there's still hope. Every country has to have it. Everybody has to have it. OG says Monza bird. I wish. And OG says, yes, Pete would have been on fire. Mr. Matthews says, Jez and Brent were using fighting words. Just fight him, guys. Just stand up. Stand up to the tyranny of Jason. And Cub says he was banned in 3 pubs today. See, that's what I'm talking about. You got to be able to at least talk about it. They might disagree with you. They might disagree with your opinion. Like, not everybody's going to agree with the other person's opinion on everything, including this. But that's not cool. Mr. Matthews says they said Khan was just a pew pew movie. What? But what was... what was the motion picture? First off, they reused the idea of V'ger. They reused an idea that they already used from the original series. So they took a story from the original series and made it into a movie and just added the what's her face, the lieutenant, and they put Decker, sacrificed him in this one rather than in the Doomsday Machine. So, and I like the motion picture. I'm a fan of the motion picture, but I don't know about that. That's not the greatest take. Mr. Matthews says, also, Inti, have you played the Max game on NES? Oh god, not that game. I remember I rented that game. I recently played it again on the Flash NES since I've been going through the entire library. I remember renting that game as a kid. I was so excited. I was like, what is this? What is this? I couldn't get off the first level. And I couldn't do that the other day. Turned it off. Mr. I says, not maybe. Systematic racism is a huge problem in America. Well, I'm not saying it isn't. But you can't stop everything. But I agree. Everybody needs to be protected by the laws equally. That's what America was founded under. I believe, even though I'm a Canadian. We're like America and British light. But everybody needs to follow the laws equally as well for it to work. So there's two sides to each sword that we're talking about. Inti says, Cub says, I have no hope. The only thing what is important for me is my next review. Well, as long as you enjoy it, man. That's what it is. If that's what you like in life, everybody takes from life what they want to take. And what they can. Like, I'm to the point, I'm not accepting of what's going on. It's just I've moved on. Like, I'm just going to enjoy what I have. Until you try to take it from me, and then we'll have an ordinary debate about it. But I'm just going to try to enjoy what I have. Inti says, in The Road Warrior, it opens with a narration of the fuel scarcity and gangs roaming interlaced with footage from the first movie. Yes, in the second movie, they talk about the fuel shortages. I know. I hear you on that, Inti. But I meant more in the first one. When they talk it. Because they've developed the V8. All the police have them. So I think it's not quite as much of an issue in the first one. Mr. Matthews says, pew pew equals mindless action. Yeah, exactly. They're equating it to, like, Rambo. Like Rambo 2. Sorry, I should have specified there. Like, or Commando. Even though those are good movies. And OG says, Monza would save gas, Bird. You could get away and save gas too. Slowly. Well, as long as it's quick enough to beat Jason. That's the most important thing. Mr. I says, and disagree or ignoring it in a chat won't stop the long stewing rage caused by injustice led to those protests. I hear what you're saying, Mr. I, but there's other things behind those protests than what the stuff you're talking about, and there's other ways of handling it. If you think that's what completely is behind where they're coming from, I don't agree with you. Because it's another great equalizer in humans. Is that we're all pretty self-centered. And it's not always the altruistic option. We like to think it's an altruistic option, but it's not always. It's very seldomly that case. Mr. Matthews says it's the one that Stacy really wanted for her licensed NES game collection. Nice. OG says they were crazy, Em. Con was far more than action, as Cub pointed out. Well, yeah. It actually had some acting in it. I couldn't tell you a scene that happened in the motion picture. I could, like, close my eyes and describe what happened in the movie visually, but I couldn't tell you an interaction between characters that happened in that movie. Other than Alina? Alita? No. That character in Decker. They're just trying to run me over now. Yeah, I'm not that stupid, bud. Been there, done that. Mr. Matthews says, I can't change the world, but I can try to make my world the best it can be. Exactly. That's it, Em. All we can do is worry about ourselves. That's it. Mr. Matthews says, I agree. Half of my hoagie, the other half gets down tomorrow. Nice. Anyways, back to lighter subject. Yeah, man. And Cub says, rear view Godzilla November 2020. And he says, I played Mad Max NES a little bit on the emulator years ago. Mr. Matthews says, Cub, I'm really curious to hear what you could have possibly had Bollock say in the Star Trek's review. Ugh. OG says our Fridays are about fun, but it's about class as much as race. I saw whites beat up because my neighbor was poor and white. This issue is more complex than that, Mr. I. And Mr. I says, now there's no systematic racism against whites. I'm going to leave it at that. Mr. Matthews says, the Wrath of Khan was so full of memorable moments and very few of them are action-y. Whoop, I'm going to get kicked out. Read in the chat. Well, why didn't you pick me up? Is there anybody else still alive? We have 3 people still alive, including Rez. Queven, Rez, and me. Bitch got knocked out. And Poodles is still there. OG says mellow, mellow. That's the key. All we can worry about is ourselves. And entrenching ourselves in extreme views, that's not the way to go towards resolution. I can see pros in what's happening, but I can also see cons. Exactly, OG. Let's try to have some fun with it. Stry says, like I was saying earlier, I ate half my hoagie, but tomorrow the other half gets downed. Nice. No chicken this weekend? No. The ShopRite chicken? I could go for rotisserie chicken, that's for sure, man. Tomorrow I'm probably going to do pizza. I haven't done pizza in a long time. So tomorrow is probably a pizza day. Cub says, Pete, if you want, please take part of the review. Oh, the Godzilla? Yeah, sure, man. Just let me know when you're working on it and what you need me to do. Like, I've put reviews on kind of a hold. I'm working on something big, but who knows if it ever gets finished, because...
Is that a dead body?
It's me! Mr. I said it's not up to us to decide anyway. We were just dudes watching F-13. Exactly, Mr. I. So let's just relax and have a good time, because that's what my channel is all about. It's an open forum, and we can talk about things. But we can just chill and relax as well. This is a place for a break from it all as well, man. OG says, Cub wants me to do an English accent on my review. Do it, OG. I say, go for it, chap. I think it would just sound smashing, old man. Really? Oh, come on. And he says the problem is the police are too aggressive. It's the perpetrating unions have assured they have little to no accountability for excesses. Mr. I says, what do you think? It's what you think. Funny how people think their thoughts are reality. But that's everyone, Mr. I. That's everyone. That's the thing. And I'm not saying what you're saying is invalid. Just like I'm not saying what Inti's talking about is invalid. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. No, I'm not playing the bots. I just got killed. I was Vanessa. Or, Deborah. Oh, we have a kill. We have a kill. If Tommy is back. Now Tommy's dead, so this game's over. OG says it would be terrible, but it would be awesome. Rez, shut up. I'm trying to do a terrible English accent. English accent. You're not funny, Rez. Why did we like Rez before, Em? He seems pretty annoying. He's drowning me out. Cub says, before I start to write the script for the 3 Godzilla reviews, I would like to talk to you. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Just let me know when you're thinking. Why is she running like that with the gun? Is that a glitch I'm not aware of? You shouldn't be able to run with the gun. That's dangerous. Mr. Matthews says, I just like the name because of the game. Oh, yes, we were talking about the game last week. The dude himself can go kick rocks. Nice. Cub says, I know you like Godzilla. I just appreciate it. Gotcha. Sounds good. And Mr. Matthews says, she's a cheetah. That's why. Okay. Ba-dum-ba-bum. Wow, wow. OG says, Bet M could do an awesome English accent. And OG says, we all love Godzilla.
It actually worked.
Oh, Queven is leaving. Is leaving us behind. Our dead body. Whoa, we're inside the Monza. Next time, I'll actually try to escape. We'll get a legit run-in soon. Mr. Matthews says, that's a 9 on that, on one. OG, I practiced in private before the stream in case I needed to make fun of them in their own language. I couldn't pull it off. Inti says Godzilla 1, the original is more of a horror movie. I liked it a lot. Like the actual first one, Gojira? Oh yeah.
That's my Jason.
Or King of the Monsters isn't quite the same with when they've got the Steve, the Perry Mason, or no, what's the actor's name?
The range. An old horse open something.
Tryhards are interrupting my stream with annoying singing. Oh, the car is dead. That's the glitch that's fixing. They're stuck in the car. And this is the end of the game. This is one of the glitches that is going by. They're fixing this as well. Mr. Matthews says, yes, it was like a disaster movie, and it kind of feels like was the first recent one was trying to do. I agree. The first recent one, the one that had Cranston in it, had a little bit of promise, but it got dashed pretty quickly. And you didn't see Godzilla enough. Mr. I says, is he singing? Yeah, I think he was singing like a take on Jingle Bells. I don't know. Who knows? We died. We're moving on. And level 87. OG says 54 version or 56 with Steve Martin. That's the character's name. Raymond Burr. Raymond Burr. That's the actor's name I'm thinking of. And then Godzilla Rides Again. The next one. Mr. I says he will. He ran into like 3 trees, but that's one of the. I was talking about it earlier that they're releasing a new patch to fix that. That you can do that currently with the car, and it'll kill the car. They're gonna take that out. Unfortunately, it is gone. Mr. Matthews says Godzilla '85. I think was Perry Mason. I think you're right. Oh yeah, he was in that movie too. I think he was in both. And he says last one with environmental terrorist Twin Lannister in 11 from Stranger Things was fine. Yes, it was. That's King of the Monsters. It didn't do very well at the box office, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good movie. It had some promise. And then the next one should be really good. Godzilla vs. Kong. Got delayed, but we're going to get it. It's going to come. It's going to come. Why am I playing with 3 Vanessas? What did I do this week? What did I do? 3 Vanessas. Alright, let's leave this room. Well, yeah, exactly, Mr. I. If you ran into the car in real life, it'd get damaged. But in the game, it like crashes and like you can start it again. But in the game right now, if you hit a tree, it's like game over. You destroy the car. Just like if Jason touches the car, destroys it. Currently. OG says, yes, Burr. It was cool to see him back after 30 years. Mr. Matthews says, I like the tone better in the first recent Godzilla, though. Cub says, you can bet it will be the longest video I ever made. 35 movies. Oh, yeah, man. That's a lot to cover. That is a lot of years to cover. The tryhard is here. Well, at least he's on random players. Ugh. Is no one playing tonight? I swear, before the end of the night, we're gonna get a good group, guys. We're gonna get a good group. Mr. Matthews says, I love seeing Charles dance, though. That dude knows how to bad guy. He really does. He really does. Mr. I says, oh, it does that cutscene where he smashes the hood. Yes. Yep. It does that thing where he like bashes the hood and they have to get out and like restart or you can grab them. In the current of the game, if it hits Jason, the players just go off screen and can't continue. Oh, I think it worked that time. Mute everybody. Mute everybody. We're in a full room with silence. With silence. So how about that PS5, everyone? We were talking about that off the top. Sounds like it's going to be a great launch with a lot of awesome titles for a great price. Let's just mute the group. No one over here can hear you. Mr. I says COD Mobile just got an update too, Season 7. Nice. How's the Dead by Daylight game still going? Because I downloaded it and I tried to log in and it wouldn't let me. So I haven't gone back to it. I'll be honest, I haven't fully made a hard attempt at doing it, but I wonder how that game's doing and if they're patching it and like adding things. Inti says he's been playing Twin Lannister for 40 years and he does it well. He does it well since the Golden Boy. He's still just as good as ever as that howdy prick. Would that be a good way to put it? Mr. I says, I don't know about how I feel about that yet. I may wait a while before I buy it. Oh, so there's a premium version as well? Yeah, the cell phone one, I mean. The cell phone one. Because I remember we were talking about that before. One of the first weeks that you were with us, we were talking about the mobile version of DVD. And he says he's great every single time. Yep. We can all agree on that one. Well, hopefully. That is, again, it's opinion, but it would be valid. I'll be right back. While we load in. While we load in. Speaking of loading in. Oh, you didn't download it. I thought we were talking about it. I did download it, but I haven't had a chance to play it. Alright, let's do. Let's do. Mr. Matthews, I loved Golden Child mostly because of him, and he was the best thing in Last Action Hero. Oh, Last Action Hero. That's another one I've been meaning to go back to. Watch again. I haven't watched that game in that movie in so long. Mr. Matthews says I just shot somebody and I did it on purpose. All right. That's no map. Well, this is probably for the boat, since we're at the top of the map. We're on a Packanack, so I'm gonna run this way towards the boat, and hopefully find the propeller as well. There better be a boat. Going without the map, guys. There it is.
I'm doing this right.
Dracula Untold, Vampire, Twin Lannister. Pretty much. Mr. I says you got this. Thanks, man. We shall do this. Just find the propeller real quick. The person that was here left really quickly, so hopefully they don't know what the propeller looks like. Oh. And they were here. Or was this the cabin we were in? Maybe it was. I thought we were in farther over, but where you could read Flat Rock. This is the cabin we were in, because there's my baseball bat. Somebody's over there. Mr. I says, damn, I forgot my Honey Nut Cheerios when I went shopping. Oh, no, man. You got a weekend, though. Hopefully, you got some time to grab some more. Yeah, she's got the damn... I saw the propeller in her hand. No, it's the gas. Cub says he's going to bed since all hope is lost anyways. Sounds good, Cub. Hope you have a good night, and thanks for coming in. Let me know about Godzilla. Let me know when you're ready to start working on it. We'll set something up. We'll talk about it. See what I can do to help out. Well, I'll take the other gas too then. I heard the gas get put down. There it is. Ah, there's a propeller. God damn it, it's in the south cabin. Where Jason is. No. Come on, Vanessa. I was playing this for a couple days this week. It's just so much more difficult with... I say it every week, but if I just had that stamina boost... Deborah with a stamina buff is epic. She's just harder to play. No. I think we got this. As long as no one goes to take that propeller. As long as we can get to that propeller. Should be just over here. Uh-oh. Get in here. Find the damn propeller. There it is. Alright, gentlemen. Must concentrate. Must concentrate. Stay positive, Cub, man. You got this. Have a good night. Everything going to be alright. Mr. Bentley says, OG, I just slammed my second beer of the night, then probably won't be a third. Hey, man. Two's better than none. I'm rocking water tonight. On the water. I had like a huge protein shake today from Booster Juice, and man, I have been up today. I'm starting to feel the week now, but for most of the day I've been pretty high energy, so we're here for a good one. Here for a good one. OG says Godzilla will be cool. Mr. I says go to bed, my guy. And OG's looking forward to the review, and so am I. And then Mr. Bentley says Soy was supposed to be coming in tonight too. I know, he said he was going to do. So it's all good, man. People get busy, have other things to do, watching other stuff. It's alright. I appreciate the fact that you guys come every week.
God, it actually
And we do this thing. Oh. Forgot to look at the map. No!
I'm out of here.
Come on, Debbie. I'm gonna have to go by memory. I think it's just to the right. God damn it. Friggin' part 9, Jason. Ugh. What am I doing? I'm like frozen in midair. Oh, the sweater is on. Again, what does this do? Just go get the sweater? Mr. Matthew says that's not still Wolverine back there. Is it Pete? Nope. I went back to Star Wars. Lego Star Wars. That's what we're rocking tonight. But yeah, Soy's not here. JEV isn't here. Hopefully Mega Jetty shows up. But hey, like I said, I appreciate that you guys show up Friday night. Chill with me. We talk about food, games, everything going on. Topical debates. That's my channel. I can't believe I died again, though. I had that. Had it. And she says, go gadget boat. But he was all over me. Mr. Matthew says, oh gee, you were silent for 5 days after that. I was just wondering. I was wondering if you had Pin to the Town 2 Red and got thrown in jail or something. And Mr. I says, I want to try one of those Popeyes chicken sandwiches. Oh yeah, man. Popeyes is good. Popeyes is good stuff. Oh. But I haven't had Popeyes in a while either. I might get that this weekend. Get some Popeyes.
It worked. Actually worked.
We've got some car drifting. Oh, we were that close to the end and I died? Like, come on. Or he quit. Yeah, he quit. He killed me and quit? Really? Dude. You gonna do me like that? Mr. Rice says, do you guys have Church's chicken up there? We do, but it's hard to find. We do have it. I have had it. It's really good. But it's not very common. Like, you got your KFC and Popeyes. Those are the two main ones up here. But I have had Church's. There's actually a place just down the street called Chester's Chicken that I get occasionally. They're pretty good too. Fried chicken, man. You can't go wrong. As long as it's made well. As long as it's like crispy. And I don't mind a little bit of like goo or on the batter, but it can't be too like soggy. It's got to be like properly crispy. If you know, you guys probably know what I'm talking about. And Mr. Matthew says, so you kind of took the wind out of my sails today with your Niantic woes. Yeah, I'm not sure what the heck happened there. I raged for about an hour and a half on them, and they never responded other than the canned answers of you've broken the terms of agreement for playing in terms of service. I give up. I didn't do anything. OG says, I was up all night drinking with an old friend. I only see once a year. Arg, I don't do that. Took days to recover. Amen. Still, it's worth it when you see that friend. Mr. I says it's the same here. It seems like they pretty much died out. There you go. There you go. That makes sense. Because it used to be way more common, but I still know where a couple are. Soy says, I am here. Wasn't advertised in the Discord. Sorry, man. I forgot to put it in the Discord. Put it on Twitter, though. And welcome, Soy. Hope you're doing well. We're not doing too well here so far. I've died twice. I'm feeling good this time, though. I'm feeling good. This could be the one. We've had 2 close calls. We're gonna do it. Soy says, yeah, I'm here. And Sauri. And OG says, we need you, Soy. Yes. Yes, we do. Everybody who comes here is part of the Friday nights. Mr. Matthew says, I checked the pictures. I just dropped it off topic. Okay. Going to look. Mr. I says, I still remember Church's had fried okra on the menu, which was surprisingly good. Oh, that wasn't here, man. They didn't have that here. I'd eat that. That sounds really good. And Soy says, watch Jason today. Oh, yeah? What'd you watch? And Mr. Matthew says, I took a long walk to get that one. Oh, yeah. Nice. That is worth the walk. That is worth the walk. I was fortunate enough to hatch one of those recently, but that is definitely worth the walk. It's super rare wild, like super rare. And Mr. Matthews says, fried okra is super good, trying to grow it. Well, you're going to have to fry it, man. You're going to have to fry it. It might, like I'm growing pickled cucumbers, like pickling cucumbers. I'm going to have to do a video on that maybe, because the plants are friggin' huge. They've outgrown my garden box like crazy. Mr. I says it's nasty if it's not fried. I think I've had it like, I don't know if, it wouldn't be boiled. Maybe like steamed and like barbecue. I've had it with barbecue food. So it says, oh, I painted my nephew a picture. Ah, nice. Very nice, Soy. OG says, fried okra is delicious, Mr. I. I still have it here. I need some fried okra. I'm going to have to look up a recipe and give it a try. Mr. I says, I had fried battered salmon from a local grocery hot food section. So good. That sounds pretty good as well. That sounds pretty good as well. That's one thing I know up here is salmon, because we have the Pacific and the Atlantic of both varieties. Very common fish here in Canada, with the fisheries being based on a lot in Canada, is what I'm trying to say.
I have to do something. I have to escape.
All right, Debbie. Let's do something this time and not die. Mr. Matthew says, I've had fried okra fried and pickled, good both ways. Haven't tried it any other way. And Soy says, as you can tell, I cook a lot. Oh, I know, man. You post it all in the Discord. You're cooking all the time, which is awesome. Mr. I says, oh, you're in Canada. Great fish. Oh, yeah, man. That's one thing I missed this spring. I usually go out to the perch run here in Ontario, Southern Ontario, in Port Dover, for when they run in the spring. But we're getting into like trout season. A lot of good pike around as well. Not that I'm a very good fisherman, but I like to fish. So it says, I love food, but not to the point where you're big. Oh, that dude standing in the window. I'm going to run over here. Mega says, 1984, Jason Voorhees says, Sarah Connor. That would be part 4, because I'm pretty sure that came out in 1984. So the final chapter. Mr. I said, same, so I just told AD the same thing earlier. I love food. Oh, I'm with you on that one. I think we're all in universal agreement on that. Food is key. The cops have been called already. So Mega, what are you got going on? Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming in. Mr. Matthew says, Mega, I was just talking about it a bit ago, and so it says, we teased Pete about his accent. What are you talking about? I don't have an accent. I'm just a nice Canadian guy. I don't have an accent. Really? OG says we need Irish Jason to drop in. That accent I'm not even going to try. And Mr. I says, I was telling Pete I got some of those Beyond Sausages today. Yep. I've seen those in the grocery store. So I might have to give them a try. Because like I said, I've had the Beyond Meat burger and it's actually not the worst. Oh yes, the Resident Evil 8 trailer. Yes. Mr. I says, I haven't tried them yet. I only had the ones you can get ready from Dunkin' Donuts. They're the Beyond Sausage Italian sausages. Bad kitty, no. Come step in that bear trap, bud. Really? Yeah, that's why I put it by the car. That's why it's sitting by the car. Because there's a bear trap on it, dum-dum. Mega says, I took a break today from GTA San Andreas stream and watched The Phantom Menace with my stepdad. Nice. Always a good one to watch. And Mr. I says, the Dunkin' Donuts Beyond Sausage Sandwich is pretty good. I get it with my iced coffee. Yes, the iced coffee. I'm all about the iced cappuccino up here at Tim Hortons. That's my morning ritual on the weekends. That's what I'll be having tomorrow. A cheese bagel with bacon and egg on it. A lettuce and tomato, like a BLT. And then iced cappuccino. Like the Biggest iced cappuccino you can get. Give me 2 of them. I actually have a coupon 2 for 4. I might use it. Rebecca might not appreciate it because I'm going to be wired all day. But hey. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. OG says Pete speaks normally. We all have the accents. His show. Yes, sir. Everybody else has the accent. I just speak a little slower, man. I just take my time with it. Mr. I says Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee is life. Yeah, it's all about the syrup they put in it. Because I think I don't mind the McDonald's iced coffee, but the Tim Hortons one is a little too watery. Like, it's not quite coffee, but it's not quite like the syrup based. It's like not there, so. That's why I trend towards the cappuccino. There's a little bit more to it. And Mr. Matthews says that's the way I saw it growing up anyway, that my accent was just a lack of accent. So he says my grandfather had a stroke. Way to address that. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. So you did mention that in the Discord, but I am sorry to hear about that. I hope he's doing a bit better, because I know you were talking about him. Mega says, we had plain pizza from a local pizza place called Nina's 5 Star. It's really good. The sauce is a little sweet. Also had great customer service. The cook personally brings it to the customer's car. Nice. Mr. I says, BLTs are so damn good. I use turkey bacon, though. Turkey bacon's, I think I've had that. It's not too bad. Chicken bacon I've had. It's not quite the same. But the thing about bacon is it's something that you get when you're out, but I wouldn't make it myself because you never get as much as you think you're going to get when you make it, if that makes sense. Mr. I says, hey Pete, it's not syrup, buddy, it's swirl. Well, then I gotta try it, because if you had the McDonald's one, it's kind of syrupy. Not like thick, but I mean it's more syrup based, where Tim Hortons is more coffee based. Like there's got to be a good balance, is what I'm looking for. And Mega says, Dunkin' Donuts has great hot chocolate and cupcakes, but Krispy Kreme has the best donuts, in my humble opinion. Krispy Kreme donuts. We got Krispy Kreme donuts here, I want to say about 15 years ago in Canada. First one opened not too far from me, probably like an hour. I made the trip. And the lineup was fucking insane. There's my one F-bomb for the night. Was just insane. I'm talking like 1,000 people. To get in and get like the dozen, and they gave you a free donut when you're waiting. So he says yes, he's doing okay, but I don't know if he has his voice back. Well, I'm glad to hear he's doing better. So he says, come down to Tony's in Michigan. Wait, are you talking about Tony's Pizzeria or Tony's Pizza like from Walmart that you guys always troll me with the pictures from the grocery store?
But it's time to come home now.
Mr. I says, let's be honest, pork bacon is the best bacon, but I don't eat pork, so I gotta settle for the knockoff turkey bacon. Ah, gotcha. I hear you on that. I was off pork for a while, but then I read that a couple of years ago that pork is one of the only meat here in Canada that isn't treated with like antibiotics. So I started getting it back more in my diet, but my go-to is always chicken, beef, and then I don't eat nearly as much fish as I would like, even though I talk about it all the time. Which I'm going to try to get back in to my diet, probably just through tuna though. So I don't know how much that counts, like canned tuna. It's not like a good piece of fish. So he says yes, he blushed when my aunt told him that he's got some cute nurses. Nice. Mr. Matthews says, I don't know, Krispy Kreme is way overrated. They're goddamn donuts and they're small. That's the thing. When I first tried it, it was great. Now they're available everywhere. You can get them every freaking corner convenience store has boxes of Krispy Kreme donuts here in Canada. And yeah, they're just kind of meh. Oh, and we survived. OG says, I hear you, Mr. I. Turkey bacon is okay. Mr. Matthews says, Asian mom and pop places are the way to go. They really are. And Johnny says, Hail, got some unexpected free time. What's going on, Johnny? Good to see you, man. Just popping in. So he says, no, Tony's is a place run in Michigan. Look up Tony's BLT in Birch Run. Okay, well, let's check that out. We have some free time, so let's do that. It was the first thing that came up. Jeebus! Look at these pictures. Wow. I would eat it. I could probably finish it. But jeebus, the next day, like it would just be a write-off. The next day would just be a write-off. Pete says, Mr. Matthews says sushi. Oh, for the mom and pops? Nice. Very nice. Mr. I says pork bacon smells awesome in the morning with coffee brewing. Oh yeah. Mr. I says Krispy Kreme is pretty much dead where I am in the States. That's what I'm saying. Like, even here, it's no longer a big thing. And it's only been here for maybe 15 years. It's kind of like me. And he says there's nothing special about Krispy Kreme. It's the same as any other place. Really? Really? Mr. Matthews says, LOL, I like that name. Bad Kitty, no. I want to say we've played with her before. I want to say we have. I'm trying to think of a good donut place up here. Like, we have Tim Hortons. That's our donut shop. That's the Canadian brand donut shop. Their donuts are okay. But there's no, like... There's a couple, like, hipster places around here that are decent, but the prices are just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Everybody's talking about the reaction to Tony's BLT, I think. Heart attack in a bun, Inti says, and Mr. I says, OMG. OG says, wow. So he says, you got leftovers. Oh, if I went to a place like that, I would finish it. I would do it. I'd pay for it for the rest of the week, probably, but I would do it. Mega says, there's a Krispy Kreme a few blocks down the road from my house. I can get them anytime, but then I die of sweet sickness. Mr. Matthews says, no. Sushi is your for your goal of eating more fish. Oh, okay. Got it. And mom and pop, Asian mom and pop places for donuts. That makes sense. But I'd have to... Oh, sushi is a lot of work, man. I would have to buy that. Oh, it's us. We're up. Finally. We had a win, and now we're Jason. And we're warmed up. Let's do this. Sorry if I ignore the chat while we're running as Jason.
Make them suffer.
But it has been an eventful week. And a little hectic at work. And outside of work. Let's take the edge off a bit. With some fun with counselors. Really? Broke out already? Buffed. Adam's strong, but he's not that strong. somebody's still in here. Up above, apparently. I'm calling hacks, man. Hacks and cheats.
Please, no!
Don't stop, Jason.
See, that's a good player.
Deserve to
I think he's
die.
speaking another language, but that's a good player. Just having fun with it. Not these trash talking D-bags that we get every week that make me like super salty. I know that's entertaining. And I'll save one for the phone box. If they try to pop it. But I think we got this, guys. Any left? Alright, let's go down about here. Really?
They want to hurt you, Jason. Don't let them.
Oh yeah, he broke out first because of the grip. I'm in the door. I can't open the door.
Please, no!
Ah, no! God damn it.
Get up, Jason.
I should have turned away. I saw him using the firecrackers too. It was my own mistake. Yeah. Why is he still in the cabin? Oh my god, this guy is so buffed!
Don't let them.
Ah! Came out of it too soon. Oh, come on! Thank you, finally.
That's my Jason. That's my special, special boy.
Whoops. A bit of a glitch going on there. Bugsy, oh Bugsy. Yeah. Okay. Bit of a waste of firecrackers, but... Waiting at the door to open it? Open the door and gone. God damn Bugsy, get back here. Did he let me get the kill? Don't worry guys, I'll catch up on the chat. Even when we're done, we'll go back and we'll scroll up.
That's my special, special boy.
Ah. Missed it. Kenny. Am I playing against the bots? What's up with all the firecrackers?
Don't let them.
Oh, Tommy.
Fuck you!
God damn it.
Don't let them.
Ugh. Starting to get salty. The game's kind of lagging on me. Somebody stepped on the phone part, I think. I got one more.
You can never die.
Wrong guy to repair the phone box.
Oh god!
Get up, Jason. Find them. Kill them.
Please no!
Put my last thing on it. Come on. Let me put the bear trap down. Somebody quit. Everybody's leaving. Oh, pocket knives.
Jason, don't let them. That's my boy. Hunt them down and make them pay.
Where is it? Go upstairs. Gotta be upstairs. Damn you and your top stealth, Tommy. In here? Not in here. I can't believe everybody quit. Is he still hiding? I have to check. Gotta check. Alright, let's go room by room. He's in one of these. Unless he's waiting for me to open the door. Nope. Where the heck is he? Is there a roof glitch that I'm not aware of? Is the roof glitch back? Because I've broken everything. Unless he was on the deck. No, he's outside trying to take out the damn thing. But he already used his first aid spray. Sorry, Tommy. GG. You're dead. So is out. Alright, man. Take it easy if you're still there. If not, thanks for coming in. I'll talk to you soon. So I talk to you in the Discord. Alright, I'm going to catch up on the chat. I only got 5 of 8 because 3 people quit right off the top. That was a perfect run to me. But I can't help it if people quit.
You've done your job well, and Mommy is pleased. Come home,
Those guys seemed pretty new though, so I'm not going to strut too much. But I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it. 2000. Alright. Let's catch up on the chat. Where are we? So we're talking about... Mr. I says, I think they sell KK Donuts in 7-Eleven in my area. Talking about the BLTs. Mega says, since you survived as Deborah, it's time to bring Johnny Lawrence into the arena. You got him, man. Next time we're in a group, it is time for Johnny Lawrence to come anyway. It's that time of night anyway. It's already 10. So we'll ready up. Mr. Matthews says, I would destroy that thing. And Soy says, yeah, my grandfather goes to Tim Hortons. I laughed when I seen his reaction. No, I'm the host. I'm doing random.
Not that one. Not that one.
I should put it back to Pinehurst. Just to troll him. Mr. Ice says, funny thing is I don't even really eat Dunkin' Donuts. I go there for iced coffee. Oh, and Dunkin' has amazing coffee rolls. Oh, Tim's had those for a while, like coffee donuts. Is that what I'm talking about? Is that what we're talking about? OG says, me and Kathy split big meals. It's a good way to do it. Smaller portions, smaller bill. I like both of that. Maybe not the smaller portions so much, but when you eat something like that. And so he says, when I told him you're going to Tim Hortons when you get out of the hospital. Nice. Very nice. Funny but sad, but hey, Soy. It's all good. Inti says, go, Jason. I did. Go, Jason. Go, Jason. Go. 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 Go, Jason. Go, Jason. Go. Mr. Matthews says, well, I don't know if they have to be Asian. Most of the places I tend to go to regular for donuts happen to be Asian. Can't be a coincidence, right? And so he says he tried getting out of the wheelchair. And OG says, woohoo, kill, kill. Mr. I says, fried fish, home fries, omelets, and grits with butter. Yum. Very nice. OG says, ignore chat. Let's chop him. M says, anyone remember the Dunkin' Donuts cereal? Never had it. Mega says, let's hack him. So he says, early 2000s, right? And Mr. I says, and I'm like the only guy in my family that likes Farina. M says, OG, don't tell him that. We're fascinating. Why should he not be paying attention? OG says, probably correct. We had one like that, but it closed after a big brand opened next door to them. They had great donuts. Australia says, I hate hackers and cheaters. They do that crap in COD Mobile. Yeah, man. All of them. That was a good group, though. They weren't the best, but we had fun. And I won. So. Mega says, gotta love players who just have fun with it. Exactly. That it's not serious and they're not talking smack all the time. We do that here because we're on, like, our own channel. Like, we're on our own stream. They can't hear us. Mr. I says, Pocket Knife Reservoir really was. Mr. Matthew says, some people base only their enjoyment on whether or not they win 100%. So it says because he's Canadian. Mr. I says, oh, how, come on, how many pocket knives does he have? So I'm saying, sometimes I feel like I'm playing the bots. All they have is pocket knives. Johnny's talking about, I think I skipped ahead there a little bit. Talking about the free promo code for Shudder with Jericho. OG said, hope to finally get my Night Stalker movie review done this weekend. Nice, OG. Mega says, nailed him. Mr. Matthews says, did you see the RE8 trailer? Inti says it was the guy in RE7 that will show up in 8. OG says, Jason is very 2020. He wears a mask and practices extreme social distancing. Mystical Cat Bud has some music. Mega says, Cobra Kai never dies, but sadly it gets delayed thanks to COVID and a deal to air on Netflix. Well, hopefully it's not like Netflixed up. Because the show was pretty awesome. Mr. Matthews says, Mystical Cat Bud, exactly. And they have a harmonica. It's Mystical Cat Bud with harmonica. Mega Jetty says, go Jason isn't the same. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go, go,
This can't
go.
be real.
Well, that's where I was going with it. Alright, it's Chad time, guys. It's Chad. We got a Deborah win. We had a decent Jason run. And now, it's Chad time. Mr. I says, dude, if you're into games, check out Geek and Sundry channel. Sundry. Well, all these cabins are getting picked. I thought I went to the full Crystal Lake map, but this looks like the small one to me. And we're the host of the room. I don't think we've been a host for a while on this stream. OG says Chad, and Mr. I says, not Chad, the Chad. But we have fun with Chad. And ridiculously good luck. So, hopefully that continues. I really got to take that perk off for the baseball bat, though. I've had that on forever. Baseball bats are everywhere in this game now. I don't need to be spawning with one. Chad's a little winded. Mr. I says you're playing on the PS4, right? No, I'm on PC. When I stream, I do the on PC. But when I'm just chilling playing the game, I usually play it on PS4. More comfortable from the couch than the computer chair. I have an old school computer chair. I need to get an updated one. Like one of those really fancy gamer chairs. That'd be pretty sweet. Mega Mega says, when I first started my channel, I explained on a Shadow Warrior 2013 game stream that I had an idea for the Karate Kid What If. I think I'll retell when I post my Karate Kid Cobra Kai lore. And Mr. I said, did you get this game on Steam? Yep. I bought it on Steam when it went on sale, and then it went on like super sale. I originally had it on PS4, and then I bought it on Steam, and then I got it for Christmas on the Switch, which I don't play very often. The only platform I don't have it on is Xbox, because I don't have an Xbox One. That's the one new gen that I do not have. But I will buy one soon. Now that the prices have come down. Uh-oh. So much for Chad luck. Run for the hills, Chad! Whoop. Mr. Matthews says, agreed, that's why I never became a PC gamer. The comfortable chair is key. Mr. I says, the uppity gamer chair. This, like the prototypical streamer chair, like the Twitch affiliate chair, I do not own. Whoa! You almost got me there.
Why won't you fucking die?
Run!
Help! Oh.
Oh, it's Rez. How did we get back in a group with Rez? OG says, I hate playing on the PC. And Mr. I says, are you going to buy a PS5 on release? Probably not. Hey, how did I get hit by that? I'm like standing behind the window. Why is this guy hunting me? I'm not sure about the PS5. We were talking about it earlier, Mr. I. Probably not. Wait till the price comes down. If the reported price is real.
Please, no!
I think I'm gonna rage quit and close the match. Like, what the heck? What the heck? Mega says, what levels are you on PS4 and Steam? Steam, I think we just hit 89 tonight.
I need you to listen to me. Jason Voorhees has returned.
And now Mystical Cat Butt calls the cops.
Oh my god! We need you here right now! Please!
And on PS4, I'm 150. I've been 150 for a while. Like, I've leveled a million times after the 150. But I used to play this game non-stop. Non-stop. So, I leveled pretty quickly.
Like that, asshole!
OG says Jason just enforcing mask wearing policy. And Mr. I says, I game from my couch or from my bed or my couch. Maybe that's why I fall asleep during some matches. Hey, it works. As long as you enjoy the game. And Inti says that Jason got good shift game. Really? Really? He was like all over me. And I'm usually pretty good with Chad in terms of evading. I did my best. I probably bought these people a couple of minutes. I bought them enough time to call the cops. I don't know if anybody's surviving though. Whoa! Yeah. There it is again. In the cabin. With the radio. And then Mr. Kakapa is no longer with us. And Vanessa goes through the trap. So we've got Wonder, Rez, and Rez. Well, while this finishes up, I'll be right back. Mega says, are you familiar with It's a Trap Productions? Oh yeah, I've talked to him in the community before. And Mr. I says, I've got an old school computer chair and it's not that comfortable. And one of those gamer rockers. Gotcha. But yeah, my chair is pretty old school. I've had it forever, but it's still alive. Still going. Just like maintaining it once in a while. Come on, AJ, you can do this. One of us has to survive. Don't let my sacrifice go to waste. How did he get... Oh, they're friends, that's why. Yeah, they're working together. Working together. Maybe not. Okay. Mr. Matthews says a lot of Reds fans out there, apparently. I wonder if Fez has inspired as many gamer tags. Possibly. Mr. I says, oh damn, you died. Yup. The Chad. The Chad did not make it. That's a good Jason. That is a good Jason. Gotta give him credit. He might be annoying, but... he plays Jason pretty well.
You've done your job well, and Mommy is pleased. Come home,
All right. It's ready up. Mega says, today I purchased Street Fighter V Champion Edition on PS4 so I can cross-play with him. Danny plays Riot Kitty and Gator Bite. Nice, man. Very nice. Mr. I says, forgot I bought Raisin Bran muffins too for tomorrow morning. Nice. Oh, the Starbucks refrigerated iced coffee. Is that like the concentrate where you like add it? You like mix it? I keep seeing that in Walmart and I like... I like the looks of that. Fill me in. What's it like? If that's the thing that I'm talking about, that you're talking about. NT says Rez has turned the Morton Joe of the Republic of Chaz. It's his time. I've never heard of this guy before. Mega says, play as Johnny until you win. Oh, don't worry. We will. We will. Oh, somehow I changed my JSON. Apparently that's a user interface error. They're going to fix that in the next update as well. And Mega, there's a new update. I don't know if you saw Slash and Cast talking about it, but new update for the game on Monday. Mr. I says Street Fighter used to be my game. Street Fighter 2, yeah. Street Fighter 2 and 3. I played a lot of 3 as well in the arcade, but 2 definitely. OG says Critical Drinker and Nerdrotic did a cool stream about Wrathcon the day after our con versus the motion picture debate. It was really cool. Very nice. Mr. I says, no, it's ready-made right next to the milk. It's coffee in a container with the drink section. Ah, nice. Mr. I says, no creamer in it, just cold Starbucks coffee. Gotcha. And it goes by the roasts. Very nice. And Major says, I'll admit I'm more of a Street Fighter 2 fan, but I like more characters added to the series. Mega says, really didn't hear about that. Any new goodies with that patch? Nah. They're just fixing a lot of the bugs. The bugs that when Jason touches the car or throws a knife at it and it gets destroyed, that's gone. So no more standing in the middle of the car, unfortunately. And then they're rebalancing it a bit. That Jason's going to be a bit tougher to have the mask taken off. Even for people that are buffed. So it's going to be a bit harder. Oh, we have Knuckles going as Jason. Definitely streaming.
I gotta find the others.
Come on, Chad. Mr. I says, I'm not excited. I'm not that excited for PS5, to be honest. I'm definitely not for the reported price. And we were talking about it earlier. Mr. Matthews was talking about it in the chat that when any system launches, there's so many issues with it right away. It's not worth it. It's not worth to jump on it right away. We checked this one? We did not. We have car keys. That means there's probably something in the barn. Go after the other player. Not me. Leave me alone. Johnny says, figures the time I finally decide to buy a Switch, they all get hoarded and marked up by 1,000%. Really? I didn't hear that. Are they not producing them right now? Or I guess the market, the supply is dried up? And people are remarketing for like crazy prices? That sucks, man. No gas. No gas. Kensington Mongoose. Mr. I says, yeah, I'm going to wait. What is the price? It's just rumored, but it could be anywhere from like 700 up to 1,000. These are all just rumors, though. Speculation. Nothing confirmed. Can somebody repair a car so I can drive it? Oh, there's only one car. That's not good. OG says, do you have any new videos coming out soon, Em? Mr. I says, what color is your Switch? And M says, I've got that one I've been slowly chipping away at. And Mr. I says, he likes you better. Oh yeah, that's why Jason is coming. Do you mean my Switch? And OG says, I know how that is, M. Mr. I says, F that. Whoa! Mystical cat butt's going to repair the thing again. M says, I've been having video editing software problems. It's slowed the pace down quite a bit. And Joni says, manufacturers are closed due to the virus, so new ones are being produced and aren't being produced, and resellers are buying any available ones and marking up the price. I refuse. Just wait, man. They'll reopen. They'll reopen. And then you can get one for a fair price, because that's crazy. If people are gouging. M says it's a multi-game episode, still NES focused though. Nice. And Mr. I says, I'm not paying $1,000 for a video game. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said to him. It would have to be like the best console in the world, designed by NASA, or NASA, depending on who you're talking to. But it would have to be designed by NASA and take you into space while you're playing the game, both virtually and physically. You'd have to go into lunar orbit for me to be able to for me to justify paying that amount. Can somebody please call the cops or repair the damn car? Oh, the car is repaired, and I have the keys. Mr. Rice says, I'm a geek, not a sucker. Right? No, thank you. No, thank you. Just wait. Wait for the stamina to build. And let's make a break for it. And finish it off. Oh, god damn it. God damn it, he put the bear trap there because it's fixed.
Help me! Please! Anyone!
This is the time. If he's going after the boat, this is the time to do it. And he is Part 8 Jason, so it would make sense he'd go for the boat.
It worked. It actually worked.
Why'd I choose the big map? Cobra Kai never dies. Woo! Mr. S says, and word is the specs on the Series X are better anyway. Could be the case. Could be the case. There you go, Mega Jetty. There you go, Mega. Johnny Lawrence has survived.
Use that pocket.
Help! Oh god!
I didn't have it. That was Bleach. Oh no.
No, that's. Are you
Mega says, I'm thinking of my Karate Kid Cobra Kai channel should be called Crane Kick. What do y'all think? Do it. Do it. Crane Kick's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, I know, but
Or
I thought
sweep
that
the
I
leg.
used it.
Mr. Matthews says, LOL, I was suddenly reminded of this. And do you remember hearing about that special Rumble pack you could get for Res so your girlfriend could enjoy the game while you played it? What? What? Is that a thing?
I'm the last one. Let me call.
You play the game
More interesting.
and your girlfriend or significant other wears a vibrator. It's like a buzz seat. What?
Okay, use that thing in the floor.
Mega says Cobra Kai
The one-
never dies.
Why?
I don't know if I have this still. I'm just checking it off.
Mr. Matthews says, my wife didn't believe me when I told her it was really a thing. I don't believe it. I need to Google that. Mr. I says, I'm an old school 360 fan, so I'd love to see Xbox come up again. Oh yeah, man. I love the Xbox as well. The first two.
Mommy has a reward for you. Come home, sweetie.
Oh, Knuckles, you suck. The boat got away, and I got away. You suck. Oh, only in Japan, of course. That's still crazy. That's right, since price gouging isn't cool, Johnny, that's for sure. No matter what the item is. But I have the yellow and gold Switch. For the record. Oh, hopefully I don't get it copyrighted for that. I have the Pokemon Edition Switch. Mr. I says, Pete, I miss Sega. Master System and Genesis? Oh yeah, man. Sega Genesis was awesome. But if you miss it, we were talking about this earlier in the week. Mr. Matthews was talking in my Discord about that they're coming out with Game Gear Minis, little small Game Gear Minis in Japan. And Nintendo back in the day, oh yeah, man. I play NES all the time. Mr. Matthews talks about it all the time. I was playing this week. I've been playing Ghost and Goblins recently. And Mega Jetty says, strike first, strike hard, no mercy. Mega says, ooh, level 88. Yep. Leveled up again. Why am I no longer the host? Why am I not the host anymore? Oh. Never mind. That was just me. Me being me. Because I wasn't clicked on the screen. That's why. Canadian moment. Chalk that up to Canadian moment. And he says, only Res I've ever played was the VR version very recently. I remember the OG Res from magazines back in the day. Mr. I says, Genesis was amazing. We have great graphics, but those old games are games built gaming, really. And they're way more fun as well. There's more playability. The games look great now, and I love this game. And there's some fun things about it. There's a lot of games that's just the image of it. Jenny says, agreed, Mr. I. Got my copies of Rad, My Bloody Valentine, and The Nice Guy, so it'll hold me over for a while. Yes. Yes. All good movies. Hey Knuckles, ready up so we can play. Why am I in a group of, like, friends? Why am I in this group? I don't understand. I'm at a loss. I am at a loss. So we've had a win as well. We've had a Chad win. We've had a Deborah win. And we have had a good Jason run. It's been a pretty good night. Pretty good night so far. Let's get another Chad win. Couple more before we wrap it up. Uh-oh. Mr. I says pictures in the Discord. You dropped that in the not safe for work category. Oh my god. The res vibrator. Can I move this thing? No. I can't. I'd have to bring the Discord over. Wow. Wow. Is there video of it? Mr. I says, I remember bringing my special controller over to my friend's house to play Double Dragon. I just saw the Mortal Kombat one because the pawn shops have reopened here. They've been open for a couple weeks, and when I went back, it had been there previously, and they were just selling through old stock, and I saw somebody looking at it. The Mortal Kombat are the same idea. The built controller for it that looked like a small deck of the actual cabinet. That's what I'm looking for. And Mr. Matthews says, those Japanese, so inventive and inappropriate. I would like to see some gameplay of it, though. Must admit. Mr. Ryan, when Metroid first revealed that Samus was an AC woman. And Mr. Matthews says, yeah, I went to Goodwill today for the first time in months. Yeah, the value villages are starting to open here too, slowly. Ah, we glitched. We're in a glitch match. They're fixing this as well. This is another thing that's in the patch on Monday for this game, is that no longer are you gonna spawn as players you're not intending to be. This is totally... Mr. I says, who here had the Metroid guide? Like the official guidebook? I remember having some Nintendo Power magazines that gave lots of tips for a lot of the games. What the heck was that? Mr. Matthews says, didn't find anything and had to wear a mask, but it was still neat. Yeah, agreed. I'm looking forward to being able to... Oh, there's Darcy again. Hello, Darcy. I'm looking forward to being able to go back to VVs. Mr. I says guidebooks were awesome. I had Legend of Zelda guidebook. I'm pretty sure I had a couple too. I don't think I had the Metroid one. I probably had the Metal Gear one, to be honest. And he says, remember, these are people who made an arcade when you stuck a finger in artificial rear ends to molest digital avatars.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Jason already? Megan says, I'm wondering when I should create my Crane Kick channel. I made the Home 1 channel leading up to May the 4th, but when should I make Crane Kick? Well, what's the specific date that's referenced in... Uh-oh. And he says it's a real thing, look it up. Mr. I says, yes, the official Nintendo Power. Wow, you took me back. Yeah, oh yeah, man. I used to read Nintendo Power all the time. I remember my sister used to work at a convenience store. So I would help there part-time. Like part-time. Not officially on the clock. I'd be helping out. And that was part of my, like, they couldn't pay me. Uh-oh. God damn it. Really, Rez? Really? But no, like I was saying, I used to work part-time helping my sister at her job at a convenience store, and that was my wage. And then copies of Nintendo Power and the wrestling magazines, like the WWF magazines from back in the day. It would be both of those. So I did not complain. Joni says, heavily appreciate the fact that they're still patching and fixing this game. Love to pick this game up one day. Does it have crossplay? Unfortunately not. It is exclusive to consoles. But I can play it on every console but Xbox. And PlayStation, it's like, it was on sale this week, actually. Oh, I'm back. Okay, Rez. Time to even up the score. Mega says, good, I hate that glitch where my selected character Jason is switched against my will. Yep, they are fixing that finally. I will not have any more La Choppa or appearances as Bugsy or Mitch. Or Adam. Mr. I says I couldn't have beat Metroid as easily without the book. Mr. Matthew says I love the Japanese, but God, they're weird. And Mr. I says this is like an old school game. It really has that feel. I think that's part of like why people enjoy it so much. Is everybody almost dead again? No, just me. Man, that dude is tight on the shifts. Where's the goddamn phone part? What the actual... The dude was in the process of killing somebody, knew his trap got popped, and came and killed me. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Damn it, this guy's a good Jason. I'll give him that. Mega says, while the crane kick like Karate Kid was established in 1984, the film begins in September as the school year begins for the All Valley. Initially takes place in December. So aim for that period, like September, man. Mr. I says, Tommy, and yes, that's part of the allure. People today tend to be very nostalgic, and I'm one of them. Gaming was better during our time. It wasn't about how much money you could spend on graphics, it was about the games. Exactly.
Yeah! I love giving some head.
Oh god.
And playing the same game over and over again until you beat it well into the night. I remember playing games like till like 3 or 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to the next school day when I was in high school. By the time like you're into, especially later on, like you're in the 16-bit era. Oh yeah, man. I remember doing that. Just playing forever. Mega says yes. Let the hate flow through you. I can't believe how tight that guy is on his ships. He should, like, come on. I've got a Chris Dorner fan club guy here. Okay. We gotta do one. We gotta do one more Chad run after that. Come on, Rez. Come on, dude. Come on. Mr. I says yes. We played until we mastered those games. Exactly. Until we knew it inside out. We knew like every mechanic. We knew every action of every character. And with limited continues. Yep. This was before Game Genie. Like my buddy, when Game Genie came out, they had Game Genie. I did not. You just kept playing. You just kept going. Like I'm talking about the first Metal Gear or even Snake's Revenge, which isn't really a Metal Gear sequel, but to me it was at the time because I didn't know any better. Play that nonstop. Or I used to play, because I would also play sports games as well. So I'd play like the old ones on the Sega Genesis, whether it be like NHL or NBA. I would play it like a season in a night. I would just go. I'd play the entire game. And I just keep going. Oh, come on. Is this the guy? This is the only dude that's left. Come on, Rez. You know where this guy is. Don't try to tell me you don't. Mr. I says, I used to be in my bedroom with sweaty palms and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches as fuel, playing Castlevania 2 for hours until dinner was ready. Oh yeah, man. Castlevania 2, that was another one. I played that one non-stop.
How you do?
The people with voice changers, I don't understand. I don't understand. Jason does not have a voice. Or a voice changer. A voice to change. Stress is one of my favorite games, that one. Castlevania 2, nice. There we go. Got him, fine. Oh, come on, dim pocket knives. This red guy.
How you do?
So annoying. Mr. I says, what was that first COD-like game that was on the first Xbox? Oh my god. So annoying. COD-like game that was on the first Xbox.
Oh God, no!
There we go. Nope.
I can't place it, I'm not sure.
Oh God!
I can't, I was gonna say, I go over and find a list of original Xbox games.
Steve, right, dude? On my chance.
Medal of Honor, that's an opportunity. That could be it.
Open up wide.
bring this up while we're listening to this. So let's go through it. Shooters, shooters, shooters.
My sweet, sweet Jason. Mommy. Now come on.
Mr. Matthews says, I want to say that Medal of Honor was popular first. Oh yeah, man. Medal of Honor was crazy back then. Especially on the first Xbox. M says, back when they were all just World War I and World War II shooters. Yep. Brothers in Arms, maybe? Nothing's sticking out at me. Mr. S says it wasn't fast-paced like COD. It was more tactical. That sounds like Medal of Honor. Oh, Rez isn't a streamer? I don't believe that. It may have been on PC. Yeah, ready up or quit. Going in with 5 people. 5 people. Maybe we'll get more people added in the other wait screen. Sometimes we catch players here. See, we've already got somebody loading in. Knuckles is coming back. And he says, I don't think I've seen a World War I shooter. They were always World War II. Mr. I says, I think you could control your entire unit. Now that sounds familiar. Yeah, demolitions, a sniper, etc. That's, I think that, yeah. I'm thinking that's Medal of Honor. Yeah. Oh, we're loading in. Pull this up. Like, old school like this one. Got PlayStation, Medal of Honor. I remember playing that. Yeah, Frontline. I think they're still making them, aren't they? That better not be us. It is.
So young. So pretty. Kill them all, Jason.
I wanted another Chad victory before we wrapped it up. Now I have to survive as Jason. Well, at least Resin isn't here to kill me. No, I almost... Oh, not Medal of Honor. Gotcha. And he says all the Medal of Honor PS2 era games were World War II. Yep. God damn it, they repaired the car already.
Hello. Help us. Please, someone. Jason's real. Please help us.
You like that, asshole?
They want to hurt you, Jason. Don't let them.
God damn it. God damn it. Jeez. Could they be farther away already?
Get on find them. Kill them.
Help! Oh, God! Why are you chasing me, silly?
Yeah, I don't have the patience for tryhards tonight. Why are you chasing me, silly? Cause it's a game, bud.
Take you from me, Jason. Don't
Why are you hitting me when I'm in the trap?
Go away. Go away. Make it worse.
Jason. You know what you're doing. No matter what they do to you, you cannot die. You can never die.
Go away.
Help!
God damn it. Ugh. Sorry guys, I'm just leaving this match. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not doing that. We'll play one more round, but I wasn't feeling it. I got off to a bad start, and I'm not continuing that. The bad touch. Alright, guys. Let's do one more run, and then we're going to wrap it up. Mr. Matthews says, you weren't talking about Rainbow Six. Oh, Tom Clancy games. Yeah, could be that. Ghost Recon. Yeah, it may be the early Ghost Recon. There you go. I remember that game. That game was great. Sorry, guys. My salt meter was a little too high. Too late in the night to listen to that troll. Go away. Go away as you just walk around the fucking couch over and over again. Play the game. Just play the game. You're playing an exploit. That's what you're doing. You're just walking around an exploit. Go away. Go away. Yeah, whatever, bro. Salt meter. 100. Level 100. But yeah, the Ghost Recons were good. Couldn't you control your unit go? Yeah, man. You had the different, like the different members that you'd be doing different things with. Watch us go as Jason again. You quit. Now you get to do it again. Splinter Cell. There's a good one, Inti. That's a good one. Mr. Matthews, I think I played one of that series on PS2. You're basically controlling your entire squad. Yeah, Splinter Cell's a good game as well. Mr. Hudson, I think it was it. It was a demo I played, and we had to free hostages in a structure. Gotcha. So we've got The Bad Touch, Yeezy Breezy, Sir Lore, Meat Robot, Dead by Dedicated, Mike Sternett. Roy to finish up the night. Mr. Matthews says, yeah, but what did you like better? Splinter Cell or Metal Gear Solid? Oh, Metal Gear Solid, dude. I love the original Metal Gear games on NES. Metal Gear Solid all the way. Oh, Hitman, that's a good one as well. Hitman's pretty good. Mr. I says Dead by Dedicated. That's a good name. Along with The Bad Touch. Mr. Matthews says, or Siphon Filter. Was that a stealth game? I'm pretty sure it was. And Inti says Metal Gear is the best one. Yep. Agreed. The first Metal Gear Solid was awesome. There it is.
Hello? Hello? Oh God, help us. Jason's real.
Jared Galindo
Please
popped
help
in
us.
with some poop
Jason's
emojis and
alive.
pizza. Pizza poop.
Please help us.
Or poop pizza. Where's Zombie Cat? We need brain pizza. Inti says Metal Gear Solid 2 is way too weird with its plot, but it's fun. And he says, who were the Patriots and what was their goal exactly? Not well defined. That was their goal. Not very well defined at all. Sorry, just trying to read the title of that book on the table. Because I know they place a lot of stuff in this game. Mr. I says, alright, I'm about to take it down. See you next weekend. Sounds good, Mr. I. See you next Friday. Thanks for coming by as always. And Mr. I says, Mr. Inti says, I have the Twin Snakes for GameCube. It's a good game for a remake. Mr. Matthew says, I don't know. Inti seems like Kojima kept that series weird all the way through. And Mega says, oh god, that is blasphemous, and what a good waste of pizza. Those are two things that should never be mixed, ever. Agreed. Agreed, Mega. And M says, specifically, all the X-Men bad guys he had in Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3. And he says, Vamp took the cake in Metal Gear Solid 2. Oh, come on. Close the door, people. Uh-oh. It's not looking good for our hero. We might not make it out. It's alright, we're gonna wrap it up soon anyway. And he says, at least in Metal Gear Solid, the villains were somewhat believable, except Psycho. Oh yeah, Psycho Mantis. How could you forget about that guy? I'm not going to be Meat Robot's first victim.
This can't be happening.
Whoa. That part 5 music, though. It's effective. God darn it. Nobody could leave me a first aid spray. M says you play MSG3 also, right? I forget their names, but the pain that dude who controlled bees. Inti says I saw it, not all the way through, but a good chunk. It's a really old sniper and young Ocelot. And Commander Rainovich, who looked just like Raiden. Ended in a locker in a thong. Mr. Matthews says, yeah, and then the main bad guy controlled lightning. Sounds about right. Look at this picture. Calm and peaceful picture of a waterfall. Let's all just enjoy it while we wait for this 4 minutes to type down. Really? I wish I had a first aid spray, but... Oh, they're repairing the second car now. We're just gonna stay here. We're just gonna stay here. Vulgan, I think was his name. Or I think his name was. And it was a great game, M says. I loved MSG3. I do remember that. I think that was the last MSG3 game, MSGS game I played like really hardcore. Yes! Chad picked up by Chad. MSG2 is the craziest one though. Yup. It's pretty out there. Thank you, Yeezy Breezy. And Sir Lore. Chad. Rescued by a Chad. And that's it. We are done for this Friday. We are done, guys. Thanks as always for coming in. M and OG off the top. Mega Jetty, Inti, Mr. I, and everybody else who joined in with us tonight to take part in Crystal Lake Fridays. I appreciate it as always. Hope you guys have a good weekend. And it's Monza time on the way out. Exactly, OG. We did it. We'll just watch the rest of this game and then we'll wrap it up. We still gotta watch the Bad Touch get out. The Bad Touch is rocking the other car. So Mega says twice the Chad, double the Johnny Lawrence. We did it. We did it. We lived twice with Chad. Once with help, once with some assistance. But I'll take it. We're just going to wrap this game up. We have to sit in the lobby. I thought we were the last ones out.
Do we have some unfit?
False start, false start.
I need you to speak to me, Dad. I need some instruction.
False start for the end. We have to wait until the game's over. I thought we were the last people going out. Oh man, another Canadian moment.
Come on out, Tommy.
Who do you want, Jason? You want the car? You want the fuckers in the cabin? Let's go.
This is a good way to end the night. These people are a lot of fun.
I'm gonna contact the authorities.
Come here, Tommy. Just oh. Get.
Now, what are you doing?
Your job, Jason. So if you could just let me do your job, that'd be great.
Bam! On the ground like a.
Oh, I can't even run him over.
Oh, you can't run him over. The car glitch.
Help! Oh God!
M says, I'm glad you got in a good group. I hear you, man. Having fun in this game is key. Oh, drove over Tommy. Here's one less player. And OG says, just has that movie tomorrow. Yeah, exactly. Driving backwards to the police. And I think we still have one player left.
Oh my God.
Oh, they're right there. Monza time again. Monza time 2.0. The yellow Monza this time. The mustard Monza. Mustard Monza power. Okay, gentlemen. That is it. Again, we'll wrap it up. Once we get back to the load screen. Wow, dick move. I don't think it was intentional. But you get negative like 1,000 points for doing that. So you don't make any points. So I'm going to pop up to see you next time, guys. And go back. OG says perfect for Mad Max, gets the gas mileage bird loves. Here, I'm gonna leave that. And I'm gonna leave that. And I'm gonna say goodnight to you guys. Have a good night. OG says stay positive. I agree. Everybody hang in there. We're gonna do this. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be okay. See you next week as well, and everyone else. Good night.